Seahawks were very committed to this along with the entire NFL, so they've donated or provided funding for startup costs for schools.
Here's what's happening right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6.
There's a brand new sport for girls in Washington State. Our Dan Hansen is going in depth.
Plus, new at 6. Breaking news when it comes to religious leaders reporting child abuse in the Evergreen State. We'll have the late-breaking details.
There is going to be a phase-in period where they will verify your identity.
What happens after May 7th and the Real ID deadline is done? If you are flying out of PSC, only Apple Valley News Now is on your side with the answer.
And here's a live look from Pasco. Stacy joins us from the game tonight as the news starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us on this Friday. I'm Wendy Redmond.
Happy Friday, everybody. I'm Austin Reed. It is May the 2nd.
All right, so first up tonight, the WIAA announced the results of their annual amendment vote, and Washington State high schools will have their first new varsity sport in over 2 decades.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. New at 6, Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen says the gridiron is about to change.
The organization that oversees Washington's high school sports officially sanctioned girls flag football as the first new sport for girls since 1999, and it's a touchdown for equality. Schools cited data that showed flag football as one of the fastest growing youth sports, with nearly 500,000 girls playing the sport in 2024, a 63% increase from 2019.
The 93 schools that were already playing, they're like, come on, let's get this thing going.
Starting August 1st, girls across the state will officially get to represent their schools on the flag football field. The push came from the Seattle Seahawks, and the whole NFL got behind it.
The Seahawks were very committed to this along with the entire NFL, so they've donated or provided funding for startup costs for schools, $381,000 to date, and they've told us they will provide another $200,000 this year to schools interested in starting it up.
That money goes to things like uniforms, flags, and footballs, helping schools get the teams off the ground. But it wasn't just about football. The WIAA also voted on other key changes, including a big update to student transfer rules.
It aligns more with school choice. So if a student is chosen to go somewhere starting in their freshman year and they decide there's maybe a different program, it lessens the penalty. And then if you do that and you transfer one time, you still sit out 40% at the varsity level.
Out of 16 proposals, 7 passed. Not all made the cut, but the message is loud and clear.
And if we want to stay relevant, we have to offer things people want. And flag football appears to be one of those.
It's official. August 1st, game on. A new sport, a new era, and a big win for girls ready to hit the field. Change is in motion, and these athletes, it's just the beginning. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Well, Hoffman says this amendment is the result of a 22-person committee established in January of 2024. It evaluated how WIAA eligibility policies align with Washington State education goals and objectives.
All right, it is time to talk weather, and we have a treat for you because our Stacy Lee, we sent her outside on a gorgeous day.
I know, I'm so jealous. It's so nice and warm out there, and it looks like she has somebody to speak with as well. Stacy, what's going on?
It's Eric.
Oh,
that's right. Hey guys, yep, I got outside, you're stuck indoors, but a beautiful night. With me, you guys all know him, Eric the Peanut Guy. Eric is here. Eric, tell us about I called it a costume, it's their uniform. The Veneros. What's going on tonight?
Yeah, thanks for asking. This is fun. This is one of the Dust Devils' alternate identities, which means a couple times a month the Dust Devils will put on these special uniforms. So this is the Veneros de Tri-City, and it honors our Latino community in the Tri-Cities and also our wine industry, our agricultural industry. Veneros literally means like vineyard workers or vintagers. So we play as the Veneros once or twice a month, but we thought Cinco de Mayo is on Monday, so all weekend long, today, Saturday, and Sunday, we'll play as the Veneros.
Now tonight's family feast night. Did I hear a rumor? Are they having fireworks tomorrow night?
That is a good rumor. Yes, you got it. Every Friday home game is family feast, so special prices on food and drink. And then every Saturday home game is fireworks. And because it's Viñeros weekend, this weekend we have Ballet Folklorico groups out here. And then tomorrow we're having Chihuahua High School's mariachi group, Halcón del Río. It's going to be a party from start to finish.
That's right. Why just celebrate it one day? Celebrate the whole weekend.
Yeah.
All right, Eric, thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
coming by. He's always welcome. So get out there, do your thing.
Vamos Viñeros.
Vamos Veneros. There you go. All right, let's take a look at your weather forecast.
Let's plan your evening tonight. Nice and warm now, and we're going to stay in the 70s and 80s through 6 or 7 o'clock tonight. By 8, most of us will be getting down closer to the 60s, and by 10, everyone should be there. Now, here's the big weather maker that is bringing a big system through our region, mainly in central Oregon and northeast Oregon, but it is going to bring those gusty winds, and they're going to start picking up later tonight through Saturday, and then those winds get even gustier on your Saturday. First alert weather day for the Kittitas Valley. Here's what our temperatures are looking like tonight. It's going to be very pleasant. Everybody in the 50s, a little bit cooler up in those mountains. So a lot going on weather-wise. Just to recap, it's clear and mild tonight. We got gusty winds and showers. Cooler weekend, 80s back next week. And don't forget, Cinco de Mayo on Monday.
That's right. We're having a great time. And again, when you first walk in the gate, we have our spin the wheel prizes. So definitely go spin the wheel and get your prize. And again, perfect weather, guys. Thank you for sending me outside. I'll send it back to you inside.
Stacey, thank you. Turning now to your top headlines and a crime alert. A Yakima man and 5 others arrested in Grant County. A total of 71 roosters and drugs were also seized.
According to information from the Moses Lake Police Department and the Grant County Sheriff's Office, authorities served a search warrant off Road 4 in Moses Lake based on an investigation into drug sales in the area.
While the search warrant was in effect, investigators said they found evidence of what was described as a very large illegal rooster fighting operation on the property. Investigators said during the search warrant they found 71 illegally modified fighting roosters, 6 firearms, heroin, meth, and $30,000 in cash. A man has been arrested for indecent liberties and booked at the Benton County Jail after it was found he had committed similar conduct in the past. The Kennewick Police Department responded to a business on the 100 block of North Ely after a victim said that she was returning to her vehicle when a man, officers identified as 23-year-old Alexis Castro Tapia of Kennewick, came up behind them and proceeded to touch them inappropriately. Now, KPD is asking the public to not hesitate to file a report if they have also been a victim. Turning to an update out of Sunnyside, where police told the public last night to avoid the areas of South 13th Street, Federal Way, and Gregory Avenue.
Yes, SPD confirms just before 3 p.m. yesterday, they responded to reports of 2 men arguing. This was in the 1300 block of Gregory Avenue. The confrontation escalated, and officers say they heard gunfire. They say a 17-year-old was actually shot in the forearm. He is now out of the hospital and booked on 2 counts of assault. We're also told 32-year-old Aiden Munoz was booked into jail for 1 count of assault. Officials say both men also face unlawful possession of a firearm. If you know anything about this situation, call Sunnyside Police. Well, new at 6, the Washington State Department of Corrections is warning of a new scam. This after receiving reports that Securus recorded messaging was hacked. Securus is a technology communications firm that serves U.S. prisons. People are reportedly getting calls from incarcerated people and then being given a voice prompt to call an 877 number to send money or claim money they've allegedly won. WSDC says they are working with Securus to resolve the issue.
Now to an exclusive story. First up, the deadline to get that real ID is looming. Let's talk about that right now. The new federal law sets standards for state-issued driver's licenses and identification cards. Starting May 7th, these IDs will be required for domestic air travel and access to certain federal facilities. But if you plan to fly or even enter a federal facility after that date, is it a black or white thing when it comes to flying out of PSC and other airports? Only Apple Valley News Now has those answers.
They will pull you aside for secondary screening, verify your identity, so it could take you longer to get through the checkpoint, which could cause you to miss your flight.
So it's not like if you don't have that real ID, you're definitely not going to get on it.
There is going to be a phase-in period where they will verify your identity. It's going to take longer. My understanding is eventually then there will be a deadline, but I have not gotten any word on when that will be.
Interesting, right? In the meantime, we know that most local DMV offices are packed. Some aren't even taking appointments until after May 7th. As for when PSC will no longer allow you to fly after May 7th, keep it here to Apple Valley News Now, and we'll let you know. Well, the Richland Public Library marked the start of its new outdoor facility with this groundbreaking ceremony.
There it is. Well, the library manager says this will be the first outdoor facility added to its location. It will allow for outdoor programming, a play space for kids, and a spot for people to work with access to Wi-Fi. The manager says this project wouldn't have been possible without the support of the community.
It's just exciting that the community really got together behind our two support organizations, the Friends of the Library and the Richland Public Library Foundation, to help support this space and continue to grow all the great amenities we have here at the Richland Public Library.
The manager says he's hoping it will be completed by late summer or early fall of this year.
The news at 6 is just getting started. Still ahead, will religious leaders soon become mandatory reporters of child abuse?
We'll have that story all new at 6 and this.
The film Russ, starring Alec Baldwin, was released today at the movies. I'm ABC's Melissa Adon with the details coming up.
And we're going to check back in with Stacy, who is live from the Tri-City Dust Devils game. And boy, am I jealous. Look at these temperatures out there. You see some players starting to take the field. Action's about to happen out there, and she's going to have your full First Alert forecast when we come back.
Lifetime Dental is committed to providing the best dental care in the Tri-Cities by treating patients like family, as well as providing a healthy work-life balance for the team. Hear what their doctors have to say.
I think developing that relationship with a patient is where you get the trust. And then with the trust is when you can really kind of build on these treatment plans and provide the best care for them so that the outcome is most predictable and that they're the most satisfied. I think my passion kind of more stems from the problem-solving aspect of dentistry. So I really like getting complex patients that need a lot of different needs and kind of figuring out a plan that incorporates like good dentistry to kind of solve their problems. But I think I just get that emotional recharge from just kind of spending quality time with family. So my two girls and then my wife. So we try and get out of the house and get up in the mountains or go to the beach and just kind of do quality things together. And that's kind of where I get my most recharge from, for sure.
Lifetime Dental Care, located at Queensgate, voted best dentist in the Tri-Cities 9 times.
If you'd like to improve your sleep, you're going to love the Sit, Sleep, and Relax sale at Walker's Furniture, where the Memorial Day savings are starting early on Beautyrest, Serta, and over 40 more styles of the best name brand mattresses. This is your moment to sleep better and pay less. Plus, special 5 years financing is available with no money down, so you can wake up feeling refreshed and pay over time. And you can get up to $300 of additional free furniture with select sets sold this week at Walker's.
Oh my gosh, wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
The Good Feet store just really helped me out. I mean, they gave me the right arch support for my feet, not somebody else's feet. Then it was like, okay, this is something special.
See for yourself with the free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
What does it mean to be here for good? It means being here for the artists who dream, the shop owner who knows your order by heart, and the mentors who leave a lasting impact. Here for singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game and big comeback stories. Here for the long haul from Omak to Sandpoint to Baker City. Here for your family, your neighbors, for you. STCU. Here for good.
Meet the Moore family. They switched from cable internet to Ziply Fiber and got so much more. Mr. Moore got more upload speed for next level gaming and live streaming to the masses. Mason Moore got even more done for his sneaker business, quickly uploading HD product demos and video conferencing without freezing.
Brad, you're on mute.
And now that her family doesn't need her for tech support, Mrs. Moore has more time to stream games into overtime.
Let's go!
Get more of what you love by switching to Ziply Fiber for $65 less per month than cable at ziplyfiber.com.
Josh Cobra, First Alert Weather on Good Morning Northwest from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Welcome back to the news at 6. 3.5 years after the deadly on-site shooting at the movie Rust, it is now in theaters.
The Western stopped production after cinematographer Helena Hutchins was shot and killed on set.
ABC's Melissa Don has this story.
The Western starring Alec Baldwin released today at the movies and on some streaming platforms. All this more than 3 years after the on-set tragedy. The film Rust, starring Alec Baldwin, opening in select movie theaters.
Some things in this life you can't get back, I reckon.
The Western released following the 2021 on-set shooting that killed cinematographer Helena Hutchins and injured director Joel Souza when the prop gun Baldwin was rehearsing with fired a live round.
I was the one holding the gun, yeah. Okay.
Both Baldwin and the film's armorer, Hannah Gutierrez, were charged with involuntary manslaughter. Charges were twice dismissed against Baldwin. In 2024, a judge ruled Baldwin's charges could not be brought again. Since the initial investigation, Baldwin maintained he never fired the gun during an interview with ABC's George Stephanopoulos.
And I cocked the gun. I go, can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? And she says, and then I let go of the hammer of the gun and the gun goes off.
At the moment.
That was the moment the gun went off, yeah. That was the moment the gun went off.
It wasn't in the script for the trigger to be pulled.
Well, the trigger wasn't pulled. I didn't pull the trigger.
Gutierrez is serving 18 months in prison for involuntary manslaughter for failing to secure the gun on the set. She appealed the conviction. However, a judge denied her request for a new trial. The film stopping production following the tragedy and then resumed April 2023. Director Joel Souza saying in a new interview with The Guardian, quote, "I wish I never wrote the damn movie," adding he never planned to finish the film, but did so at the request of Hutchins' family, who wanted to see her work completed. Profits from the film will go to the Hutchins family. Earlier this year, Baldwin sued New Mexico prosecutors and sheriff's office officials alleging malicious prosecution against him, making this one of at least a dozen civil lawsuits filed concerning Hutchins' death. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
All new at 6, Washington priests, rabbis, and other religious leaders will soon become mandatory reporters of child abuse under legislation signed into law this morning. Some say this is needed to protect children, while others are fearful it would infringe on people's religious freedoms.
Yeah, under Senate Bill 5375, members of the clergy will now be required to tell police if they suspect any harm has been done to a child. Clergy would have to make a report even if they learned that information during a confession or other sacred confidence, but wouldn't be compelled to testify in court.
It really said the church is not above the law. No one is above the law, especially when it comes to protecting children. And that was a big win also.
This is the third time the bill has been attempted. Governor Bob Ferguson says even as a Catholic himself, the legislation was, quote, pretty straightforward.
My uncle was a Jesuit priest for many years, been in confession myself, and so I'm very familiar with that. And so, but no, I felt this was important legislation, and protecting kids is first priority.
While the governor's signature is to go into effect, the law starts on July the 26th. All right, turning back to First Alert weather, the weekend is here.
I know, I'm excited. Just beautiful weather out there to play ball, right?
It is. Let's check in with Stacy Lee. She is live at Dust Devils Stadium in Pasco. Good evening.
Hi guys, yeah, beautiful night, especially if you can find a little bit of shade because it's actually warm out here. We just saw Josh Colbreth. Yep, he threw the pitch out, made it across the plate. Unlike me, I can't, never makes it there. So anyway, good stuff. Family feast night, a whole weekend of festivities. They're dressed in the Venero uniform, not costume, and they'll be doing that all weekend. Plus, there's going to be fireworks after the game tomorrow night. Now, the weather is changing pretty rapidly. Let's take a look at that.
Let's take a look at our radar and satellite tonight. Now, see those two lines, how they're squeezing together? That's what's going to bring those gusty winds as that front moves in off the coast. We're going to see showers developing in central Oregon. We're already seeing a few thunderheads in that area. Here's what the weather pattern looks like over the next few days. You see that big band of showers right there in the middle of Oregon, and some of those will make their way across the state line into our area. Even more so at the three corners there of Idaho, Washington, and Oregon. Going to be pretty wet. And yeah, that's a blue on your screen. We could even see a few snowflakes in the northeastern Blue Mountains over the weekend. We're talking maybe an inch, but it won't stay long because things are going to warm up after that. So future cast a little closer to home. This is when we're anticipating some showers to start to pop up around 10 o'clock tonight. Tri-Cities around midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Most of those move out, and then we stay more unsettled as we get through our Saturday. You'll see a lot of moisture towards the foothills of the Blues, Walla Walla, and Dayton, with less chances of rain around the Columbia Basin. Now, here's where things get tricky. On Saturday, we could see some thunderstorms right there in the Blue Mountains. You can see those oranges and yellows. Those are some substantial rain. We're not expecting a ton of accumulation overall, 1/10 of an inch or less. Tollgate might see about 1/4 of an inch, but everybody else is going to be under 1/10 of an inch. Future cast winds, let's talk about that. That is going to be the biggest impact for your weekend. We're going to see those winds really picking up as we see through the Columbia River Gorge. They'll start picking up later tomorrow, though, in the basin. So tonight, Columbia River Gorge, Kittitas Valley, and then as we get into our Saturday, the winds will start to pick up elsewhere through the region. Now, Kittitas Valley, Ellensburg could be seeing gusts up to 60 miles an hour, so it's going to be pretty breezy for the next couple of days. Here's your peak wind gusts on Sunday. It'll still be breezy then as well, but not quite as bad as Saturday. 40 to 45 mile an hour gusts for Kittitas Valley, 15 to 25 elsewhere. So not too bad out there. Overnight tonight's going to be clear and mild for the first start of the night, and then those rain showers will move in later on. Temperatures all around the area in the 40s and 50s. Let's plan your day tomorrow. Those 50-degree temps and those showers again should start to taper off later on. About Walla Walla, you could see some showers on and off throughout the day. Temperatures much cooler as we go from 80s down to the 50s and 60s. Here's what it looks like for your 7-day planning forecast. Going to be a breezy Cinco de Mayo, but we're going to see 80s next week. In Yakima, breezy winds, slight chance of showers. Going to be 76 on your Cinco de Mayo Monday with lots of sunshine next week. Ellensburg, you're going to have to deal with the winds for a few days, but things are looking better, and temperatures actually warming up to 80 by the middle of next week. Walla Walla could see a pretty wet day on and off tomorrow, particularly later in the afternoon. And in Hermiston, again, look for some stray showers and breezy winds with warming temperatures back to the 80s next week.
So the weather roller coaster continues, as you can see, but a beautiful night here at Dust Devil Stadium. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Back to you in the studio.
All right, Stacey, thank you for that live report. We appreciate it. Still ahead on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6.
What would you do if you saw a driverless semi-truck? We'll tell you more about the rollout as they hit the highways.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
We have a very special bond, I think, as a family. Spectrum is the connecting thread to everything we do.
It provides us with reliability, lightning speeds, and allows us to do what we need to do in our lives.
From from school to homework to entertainment. Spectrum's the perfect match for me and my family.
Fast, reliable internet starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected.
This year, Walker's Furniture is turning spring cleaning into spring savings with an indoor garage sale where you can save store-wide up to 70% off clearance items, and new markdowns are arriving daily as we clean out the warehouses with big savings on closeouts, ding and dents, and floor model furniture at garage sale prices. Plus, special financing is available, so you can save big now and pay over time. But hurry up, this is your last chance for final markdowns.
This week at Walker's.
Discover Curve Appeal in Kennewick, your personalized med spa. Experience our one-on-one services and treatments designed to make you look and feel your best. From laser hair removal or electrolysis to Botox or body contouring and laser treatments, we tailor our services to your unique needs. Our medical professionals ensure you leave feeling refreshed and rejuvenated. Ready to look and feel your best? Visit curveappealtc.com to schedule your consultation.
Right now, save big at Meredith Furniture. Buy one recliner and get the second one free. With recliners on sale as low as $5.99 and the second one free. Choose from many different styles and colors. Come into the store for more details. Prices like this won't last forever. Relax in comfort with not just one, but two recliners. That's right. You don't want to miss this buy one, get one free event at Meredith Furniture while supplies last. Meredith Furniture on South 1st and Washington, right next to Hobby Lobby.
To keep your home cool and comfortable all summer, your air conditioner needs maintenance this spring. Vance will inspect, test, and clean your AC so it's ready for hot weather. We'll leave your AC in better condition than we found it, and you'll be happy. Call now to schedule your maintenance appointment. It's the thing to do every spring. Don't take a chance. Call Vance.
Hey, check this out. Driverless semi-trucks are making their mark on highways in one state, the Lone Star State.
So autonomous trucking firm Aurora announced it launched commercial service in Texas. The self-driving trucks are doing regular long-haul routes between Dallas and Houston. The semis have computers and sensors that can see for more than 4 football fields. During the 4 years of practice hauls, the self-driving technology was able to complete more than 1,200 miles without a human in the truck.
Not for that. I'm just not.
You're not ready?
Well, it's not even that. You're taking away jobs. I don't like it.
All right.
And it's scary.
Scary, yeah.
I don't know. I could go on and on about that. But my director is saying we got to go to break because we have much more local news ahead in our next half hour.
Yes, and we do also have to check back in with Stacy. She's going to join us back live again from the Dust Devils game. You're not going to want to miss this. And hey, as we head off to break, we want to leave you with this beautiful picture from Richland tonight on this beautiful evening. And make sure you download our brand new Apple Valley News Now weather app. You can do so by scanning that QR code you see right there at the bottom of your screen. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Aren't you just a spoonful of sugar?
Young Sheldon, tonight at 11:05. Apple Valley News Now.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time for a different kind of power. Whether you choose an electric Honda or a hybrid, meet the next generation of vehicles. It's the perfect time to get a Civic Hybrid, the 2025 North American Car of the Year. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
All right, everybody. I know it's easy to forget things, but we don't want you to miss this new deal from US Cellular. Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines.
Ooh, I can save enough to buy a gift for my understanding wife.
Sorry, I'm late. Ooh, that's a great deal. I have a facial. This was fun.
Oh, come on. You have flowers?
Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Just like you, I'm working towards buying my first home.
I'm saving for my children's future.
Like you, I want financial tools that make my life easier.
At Hapo, we're more than employees. We're people just like you, and we understand what really matters.
And just like you,
We're planning for our future.
And I care about making a difference.
We are here to help you navigate life's milestones, big and small, because we're just like you. Join us at Hapo today.
Whether you're injured on the road or on the job, the big dogs at Brumback and Autumn will get you the full compensation. Leave nothing on the table. Brumback and Autumn, Bulldog Tough.
I'm JJ. I'm Tyler. We're with Kiona Vineyards, and we're here at Yokes Fresh Market. Our grandparents planted the first vineyard on what would become Red Mountain. Some of our legacy cultivars include Cabernet Sauvignon, Lemberger, and Chenin Blanc. The Lemberger is really exciting, right? It has really high red and blue fruit profile to it. We are a big little winery. Yokes has been a beautiful match for us culturally.
Check out Kiona Wines at Yokes Fresh Market.
All right, so let's begin.
Spend 2025 with Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Oh, no one else is clapping?
New Kimmel, weeknights on ABC.
It's time to lose your generic weather app. Scan this QR code to download the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app. It's the app you need from the team you trust.
The Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app, only from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Next ET style stars step out of New York, plus Kerry Washington enters her action star era, and it's Melrose Fridays.
I'm Rob Estes, and this is my Then and Now.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Right now on the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m., our Dan Hansen is looking into a 6-page document from Franklin County regarding the jail takeover.
Plus, a program at Heritage University in Yakima County is losing money. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We've made it to Friday. It is now May, and it was warm today.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Yeah,
I felt
pretty toasty. Yeah, I felt like I needed some sunscreen, honestly.
I tried to just drive around with the windows down. Had to put the AC on.
Oh,
already.
Couldn't tough it out, huh?
No.
All right. Well, we have Stacy Lee toughing it out outside, but I think she's actually been enjoying it a little bit out there, as long as you find a spot in the shade, huh, Stacy?
Absolutely, Wendy. I've got the shade, and I've got Daryl Ebert here with us. Daryl, I wanted to know, it's early in the season, but how are our boys looking this year?
Really good. The bats are coming around. We got offense this year, which we haven't had in the last couple of years, and our pitching is really, really good.
Now, we changed the backfield, the wall, and I was watching at practice. I saw several home runs. Has that changed things?
It definitely has made games way more exciting. We've had already 10 home runs because we left the original wall there. So there's 10 balls that have been inside the 2 fences. So definitely more home runs, more action. It's been a lot more exciting here at Kisa Stadium.
Well, tell us a little bit about what's coming up this weekend.
Yeah, so we're Veneros Day Tri-City for today, tomorrow, and Sunday. So we'll kind of be celebrating a little bit of Cinco de Mayo over the weekend. Got some flash sales specials coming along with that, so look out for that. But a lot of fun. Family feast tonight, fireworks tomorrow night, and then Sunday we'll kind of wrap it up with Cinco de Mayo.
It's a day game, right?
It is 1:30 on Sunday.
So, and the weather will be much better on Sunday. So again, thank you, Daryl, so much. Let's talk about that weather forecast and what you're looking forward to tomorrow and Sunday.
Let's plan your evening tonight. Nice and warm now, and we're going to stay in the 70s and 80s through 6 or 7 o'clock tonight. By 8, most of us will be getting down closer to the 60s, and by 10, everyone should be there. Now, here's the big weather maker that is bringing a big system through our region, mainly in central Oregon and northeast Oregon, but it is going to bring those gusty winds, and they're going to start picking up later tonight through Saturday, and then those winds get even gustier on your Saturday. First alert weather day for the Kittitas Valley. Here's what our temperatures are looking like tonight. It's going to be very pleasant. Everybody in the 50s, a little bit cooler up in those mountains. So a lot going on weather-wise. Just to recap, it's clear and mild tonight. We got gusty winds and showers. Cooler weekend, 80s back next week. And don't forget, Cinco de Mayo on Monday.
Second pitch.
And speaking of home runs, Spokane Indians just hit a home run, like the first play of the game. So anyway, lots of fun out here. I won't go on anymore. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Stacy, thank you very much. Now to continuing coverage. Franklin County officials are moving full steam ahead with a controversial takeover of jail and courthouse security.
Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen says the county commissioners have a plan in place.
After voting to take control of the Franklin County Jail, commissioners say they're already making moves. A 9-page transition plan outlines how the county will separate jail operations from the sheriff's office, a process expected to be anything but smooth. Franklin County commissioners made a bold move, taking control of jail operations from the sheriff's office. And now they say they have a plan. Franklin County Administrator Brian Danzel says the county began the move by passing resolutions to shift control of the jail, which commissioners did. Next, the county will review its other ordinances to determine if any other resolutions related to the jail need to be altered. Commissioners and county staff will work with the county prosecutor's office to ensure they're following the legal process outlined in Washington state law and have safeguards in place. The 9-page transition plan outlines everything from inventorying weapons to redrafting contracts and says no jail staff will lose their jobs. But not everyone's on board. Tensions reached new heights Monday when Sheriff Raymond walked into the jail and walked out with 50 guns. The county says those weapons belong to the jail. Sheriff Raymond disagrees. Now it's up to a judge. A hearing will be held on May 8th to determine the legitimacy of the disputed court orders. A contempt could be serious, but the question remains, who is really in charge? The paperwork may begin the process, but the fallout is just getting started. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Dan, thank you for that. To read the full plan, just go to our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. Other news and new at 6:30 tonight. Police say 7 people are dead after a pickup truck collided with a passenger van near Yellowstone National Park.
Wow, take a look at this video here. Idaho State Police responded to this scene Thursday night. They say the van was carrying a tour group and it caught fire after the crash.
6 people on the van were killed. The truck driver also died. Authorities have not yet released the names of the victims. The cause of the crash is now under investigation.
Federal funding for the Yakima Valley Grow Your Own Consortium and Masters in Mental Health Counseling will be discontinued. The Educational Service District 105 and Heritage University just received that notification from the U.S. Department of Education.
So officials say the grants and partnership were designed to address the critical shortage of school-based mental health professionals in South Central Washington by creating a locally trained workforce. The initiative supported candidates from underserved communities to become school social workers and behavioral health providers in the regions they call home.
Heritage and ESD 105 tell us they are currently working to support enrolled students. They say they're also appealing the decision to reinstate funding, as well as seeking alternate funding and partnership opportunities. A mother of 5, community advocate and small business owner just announced her candidacy for Yakima City Council District 4. Juliet Patricus is a first-time candidate. She says she is stepping up to focus on what matters most to families in her district: safer neighborhoods, affordable living, and creating real opportunities for working people to get ahead. The 40-year-old operates a dog-sitting business from her home, substitute teaches in local schools, and manages legal projects for a downtown apartment building. She says her campaign will focus on practical, people-centered solutions that reflect the needs of everyday families. Traffic on a portion of Yakima Avenue will be impacted Monday while the City of Yakima crews work on repairing areas of the road. On Monday, May 5th, traffic on Yakima Avenue between Natchez Avenue and 4th Street will be restricted to one lane in each direction while this is all underway. Project hours will be from 6:30 in the morning through 3:30 in the afternoon. Traffic delays in that area are likely, so drivers should try to use a different route if possible until this is all wrapped up.
Still ahead on the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m.
We'll tell you what to see and do around the region this weekend, including a Star Wars Day event.
All right, also ahead, Stacy Lee is going to join us once again from the Tri-City Dust Devils game in Pasco as the temperatures are finally going to be cooling down. Her full first alert forecast when we return. We're on your side, so stay with us.
Jay Dalia, Jessica Jalal, and Josh Colbreth. Good morning, Northwest from Apple Valley News Now.
Looking to explore the beauty of this great nation? Then you'll need a reliable and comfortable RV. There's always RV shows. But have you thought about the crowds, the long lines, the high admission fees? Is it really worth it? At Broadmoor RV, we're here to help you save some dough and skip the show. With our top-notch customer service and on-site financing options, it's easy to get the RV of your dreams. Come to Broadmoor and get the best deals and service around, and find the perfect RV for your adventures.
Spring into fun. Join Mid-Columbia Libraries for Dia del Niño y los Libros, a joyful festival of children and books on May 2nd in Prosser and May 3rd in Cornell. Don't miss our highly anticipated spring book sale. Discover literary treasures at incredible prices for readers of all ages, April 30th through May 4th at the Kennewick Library on Union. All proceeds support library programs and services for our community. Visit midcolumbialibraries.org for more details.
Celebrate Walla Walla is back June 19th through 21st. 3 days of world-class wine. Tour vineyards with winemakers, expand your palate, and don't miss the block party. This is Walla Walla Valley at its finest. Tickets are on sale now. Secure yours today.
Spring is calling. Are you ready? At Queensgate Gardens in Richland, adventure starts in your own backyard. From lush hanging baskets to vibrant landscape flowers and garden starts, we've got everything to make your space bloom. Let's grow something amazing. Queensgate Gardens in Richland, where adventure grows.
Got a family reunion in the works? Make it unforgettable at Beaver Valley Lodge. With cozy rooms, beautiful mountain views, and plenty of space to gather, it's the perfect place to reconnect and make new memories. Book direct with us and get 10% off. That means more savings for barbecues, bonfires, and all those late-night laughs. So skip the middleman and book direct today, because great reunions start with the perfect place to stay. Beaver Valley Lodge. Come as a guest and leave as a friend.
Taking care of your mental health is important. If you're working at home, have an end time for your work schedule and stick to it. More at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Mental health services at Prosser Memorial Health's primary care clinics. Visit prosserhealth.org.
Today's seniors are enjoying life more than ever before, and part of that comes from the independence of driving. Just because I'm a senior, and maybe you are too, do we really have to pay outrageously high insurance rates? No, we don't.
When was the last time you checked to see if you could get a lower insurance rate?
Just call the number on your screen and speak with a licensed insurance agent.
Are you paying too much for your auto insurance? If so, you're just throwing your money away.
You change your oil, you change your tires. Well, maybe it's time to change your car's insurance company.
You may be able to save a lot of money.
As a responsible driver, you always check your gauges, right? And you check for other cars and pedestrians.
Well, now is the time to check on your auto insurance rates. You need to make sure that you're not paying more than you need to.
1-800-825-0861. 1-800-825-0861.
All right, the news at 6:30 continues now with community events. If you're looking for something fun to do, there are so much there's so many things happening.
I know. I think we've got you covered on a lot of different fronts here. So here we go. In Richland, the Reach Museum, along with the Bike Tri-Cities and Manhattan Project National Historic Park, they're hosting Ride with a Ranger on Saturday. It's a free 17-mile round-trip bike ride that goes from Leslie Groves Park to the Reach Museum. The event includes hands-on activities and presentations along the way. Registration is required.
The city of Pasco is holding their annual Cinco de Mayo Parade and Festival tomorrow. It is a family-friendly event featuring music and traditional foods. The festivities take place from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Peanuts Park and across downtown.
And if you are out in Yakima, it is the return of the Yakima Taco Fest. This event is also on Saturday from 2 to 9 and includes more than a variety of taco vendors. There will also be live music, drinks, and the festival aims to showcase the Hispanic heritage in Central Washington as well.
Well, Sunday is May the 4th be with you. Star Wars Day, observed every May 4th in honor of the film franchise that left an undeniable mark on American culture. The Star Wars live-action film franchise began with the 1977 blockbuster movie starring Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, and Harrison Ford. The Princess Theater out in Prosser is celebrating by showing the first of 3 movies in the franchise. That starts at 1 p.m. Also happening this weekend, tonight, but then through the weekend, baseball, local baseball.
Oh yeah, you got to check it out. Actually, our Stacy Lee has been keeping tabs on it for us tonight, and what a gorgeous night it is to be out there at the ball game, Stacy.
That's right. It's so nice. Now, when I talked to you a minute ago, Spokane had got a home run. The Dust Devils got up. They got a home run. So they're not kidding. Home run crazy. So very, very fun, exciting night and perfect evening for some Tri-City Dust Devil baseball. I saw a lot of folks out here wearing their shorts and their flip-flops, and that's the right uniform to wear here tonight. Let's take a little deeper dive into your weather forecast.
Let's take a look at our radar and satellite tonight. Now, see those 2 lines, how they're squeezing together? That's what's going to bring those gusty winds as that front moves in off the coast. We're going to see showers developing in central Oregon. We're already seeing a few thunderheads in that area. Here's what the weather pattern looks like over the next few days. You see that big band of showers right there in the middle of Oregon, and some of those will make their way across the state line into our area. Even more so at the 3 corners there of Idaho, Washington, and Oregon. Going to be pretty wet. And yeah, that's a blue on your screen. We could even see a few snowflakes in the northeastern Blue Mountains over the weekend. We're talking maybe an inch, but it won't stay long because things are going to warm up after that. So future cast a little closer to home. This is when we're anticipating some showers to start to pop up around 10 o'clock tonight. Tri-Cities around midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Most of those move out, and then we stay more unsettled as we get through our Saturday. You'll see a lot of moisture towards the foothills of the Blues, Walla Walla, and Dayton, with less chances of rain around the Columbia Basin. Now, here's where things get tricky. On Saturday, we could see some thunderstorms right there in the Blue Mountains. You can see those oranges and yellows. Those are some substantial rain. We're not expecting a ton of accumulation overall, 1/10 of an inch or less. Tollgate might see about 1/4 of an inch, but everybody else is going to be under 1/10 of an inch. Future cast winds, let's talk about that. That is going to be the biggest impact for your weekend. We're going to see those winds really picking up as we see through the Columbia River Gorge. They'll start picking up later tomorrow, though, in the basin. So tonight, Columbia River Gorge, Kittitas Valley, and then as we get into our Saturday, the winds will start to pick up elsewhere through the region. Now, Kittitas Valley, Ellensburg could be seeing gusts up to 60 miles an hour, so it's going to be pretty breezy for the next couple of days. Here's your peak wind gusts on Sunday. It'll still be breezy then as well, but not quite as bad as Saturday. 40 to 45 mile an hour gusts for Kittitas Valley, 15 to 25 elsewhere. So not too bad out there. Overnight tonight, it's going to be clear and mild for the first start of the night, and then those rain showers will move in later on. Temperatures all around the area in the 40s and 50s. Let's plan your day tomorrow. Those 50-degree temps and those showers, again, should start to taper off later on. About Walla Walla, you could see some showers on and off throughout the day. Temperatures much cooler as we go from 80s down to the 50s and 60s. Here's what it looks like for your 7-day planning forecast. Going to be a breezy Cinco Cinco de Mayo, but we're going to see 80s next week. In Yakima, breezy winds, slight chance of showers, going to be 76 on your Cinco de Mayo Monday with lots of sunshine next week. Ellensburg, you're going to have to deal with the winds for a few days, but things are looking better and temperatures actually warming up to 80 by the middle of next week. Walla Walla could see a pretty wet day on and off tomorrow, particularly later in the afternoon. And in Hermiston, again, look for some stray showers and breezy winds with warming temperatures back to the 80s next week.
And they've just finished off the first inning, and it is tied 1-1. So an exciting game again. I've never seen 2 home runs in the first inning ever at a Dust Devil game. So exciting stuff. They're going to be here all weekend. Don't forget fireworks tomorrow night and a day game on Sunday. So enjoy the weekend and a little bit of a weather mishap tomorrow, but then everything gets much better. Guys, back to you.
All right, Stacy, thank you very much. And earlier, our Josh Colbreth threw out the first pitch.
Flew out. I think that's accurate too, because
Yes.
we heard there was no double bouncing, so my jinx did not come to fruition, which is good.
Shout out to the chief. All right, we'll be back with what's trending right after this.
Make-A-Wish Alaska and Washington is holding an Air Miles drive to help grant wishes to local children with critical illnesses. With nearly every wish now through August requiring air travel, your donation of airline miles today can launch countless journeys of joy and healing. Alaska Airlines will match a portion of the Alaska donations to jumpstart the campaign, and McCurley dealerships want to help get the word out to Eastern Washington. Turn miles into smiles by donating your unused air miles or points to Make-A-Wish Alaska and Washington today.
I'm a martial artist, a skydiver, a pilot, and all of them require your feet to work. Get up in the morning, and it felt like I was standing on marbles on my heel. When I went into the Good Feet store, the fitting was personalized. It was all about me. You put in the arch supports, and your day becomes better, and the sun shines, the unicorns run by, and, it's a good life. I'm Randy, and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Who's Alex? Hey, pal. You know who's,
See you, Dad. Happy birthday, Alex. That's so sweet. You remembered.
It's all about connecting with seamless connectivity from Spectrum.
It's the Yakima Valley RV Show at the Yakima Valley Sundome, May 1st to the 5th. Get amazing discount prices from manufacturers from across the country, like Grand Design, StarCraft, and more. And top dollar for your trade. There's show-only financing with 0 down, rates as low as 5.99, and no payments for 90 days. And talk about giveaways. Win a StarCraft trailer or $30,000 in cash. And every purchase gets a free Blackstone grill. So beat the tariffs at the National RV Show at the Yakima Valley Sundome. 5 days only.
Born in 1947, dedicated to our heroes. 78 years later, we honor that legacy with a bold new chapter. Prosser Memorial Health has opened the doors to its new state-of-the-art hospital, designed with you in mind. This is how we care.
Hey everyone, I'm here at Howard Amon Park, where on May 31st, Apple Valley News Now welcomes the 36th annual Tri-Cities Great Strides. It's a community walk supporting the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, and every step helps raise awareness for those living with this terrible disease. Make your Saturday meaningful by joining me in support of this vital cause. Everyone is invited. Together we can make CF stand for Cure Found. Register today at cff.org. I'll see you there.
Hell's Canyon and the Snake River. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6.
Welcome back, everybody. The world's oldest person, a Brazilian nun, died at the age of 116. Sister Ina Canabaro Lucas was born on June 8, 1908. Movies were still silent, penicillin hadn't been discovered yet, and 2 world wars had yet to happen.
Yeah, so she officially became the oldest person in the world in January. On her 110th birthday, she received a blessing from Pope Francis. Following her death, English great-grandmother Ethel Caterham became the oldest person in the world at age 115.
Wow. All right. Well, get ready for hats, horses, and a whole lot of gambling. The 151st Kentucky Derby is this weekend. The hooves hit the ground at Churchill Downs in Louisville on Saturday.
So at just before 7 p.m. Eastern, the four-legged contenders will thunder down the track in the first leg of this year's Triple Crown. The Kentucky Derby, a.k.a. the Run for the Roses, is also known for the distinctive headwear. Yeah, the long-standing tradition of ornate fascinators and derby hats will again be on display this year. And you have a story about the derby?
Well, no, not really. I was just going to ask you if you've picked a pony, because I have the perfect one for you.
Oh, yeah?
Did you pick?
No.
Do you pick?
No.
No? Okay, well, this year you should, because there is a horse named Journalism.
Oh! Really?
Also publisher, but I think we're going journalism.
We'll go with journalism, yeah. That's awesome,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of what everybody's been talking about. The problem with, I don't know, the odds are not going to, it wouldn't give you as big of a cash out, right? Because it's like 3-to-1 odds. So like journalism is actually up there, favored to win.
Okay.
So
thanks for the tip.
There you go.
Journalism. Time to bet. We'll be right back with final weather.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kind of is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Celebrate Walla Walla is back June 19th through 21st. 3 days of world-class wine. Tour vineyards with winemakers. Expand your palate and don't miss the block party. This is Walla Walla Valley at its finest. Tickets are on sale now. Secure yours today.
If you'd like to improve your sleep, you're going to love the Sit, Sleep, and Relax sale at Walker's Furniture, where the Memorial Day savings are starting early on Beautyrest, Serta, and over 40 more styles of the best name brand mattresses. This is your moment to sleep better and pay less. Plus, special 5 years financing is available with no money down, so you can wake up feeling refreshed and pay over time. And you can get up to $300 of additional free furniture with select sets sold this week at Walker's.
If you find yourself in a rut, small habit changes can make a big difference. Meditation, for example, can break up a day and reduce stress. More at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Mental health services at Prosser Memorial Health's primary care clinics. Visit prosserhealth.org.
Got a family reunion in the works? Make it unforgettable at Beaver Valley Lodge. With cozy rooms, beautiful mountain views, and plenty of space to gather, it's the perfect place to reconnect and make new memories. Book direct with us and get 10% off. That means more savings for barbecues, bonfires, and all those late-night laughs. So skip the middleman and book direct today, because great reunions start with the perfect place to stay. Beaver Valley Lodge. Come as a guest and leave as a friend.
Next Extra, Kelsey Grammer's tragic past, his younger sister murdered, addiction issues, how he found purpose in his work and family.
It's a gift that just keeps on giving.
Next Extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
All right, everybody. I know it's easy to forget things, but we don't want you to miss this new deal from US Cellular. Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines.
Ooh, I can save enough to buy a gift for my understanding wife.
Sorry, I'm late. Ooh, that's a great deal. I have a facial. This was fun.
Oh, come on. You have flowers? Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines. US Cellular, built for us.
All right, so let's begin.
Spend 2025 with Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Oh, no one else is clapping?
New Kimmel, weeknights on ABC.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
And as always, your reason to smile. This photo from Rafael Soreto shows those cloudy skies out on the Columbia. You could probably be seeing that on Saturday. It's all brought to you by Lifetime Dental Care. Use that QR code on the top of your screen to get your photo on TV. All right, let's plan your day for tomorrow. Again, look for those showers, particularly in Hermiston and Walla Walla. Walla Walla could see rain throughout the day. 50s, you're going to feel a big cool down, of course, going from the 80s today down to the 50s and 60s, about a 20-degree drop. Things will start to clear up a little bit later in the day, and those breezy to gusty winds will be happening in Ellensburg. Have a great weekend, guys.
All right, ready for the weekend?
I'm ready.
All right, almost time to get it started. Thank you so much for joining us for the news at 6.
Hoping your news is good news.